Stereotypes. Stereotyping is the grouping of a certain kind of people based on the way they look, dress, and act. Who do you identify yourself as?
How do you see me? Imagine this stereotypical situation. You're a 13-year-old and it's lunchtime. You're in middle school and you just got your tray. You begin to look around, and now you're wondering, where do I sit? Where do I belong? Well, to your left we have the nerds. Everyone who sits there has an IQ of 120 or up. They excel in curricular classes like math or ELA. Most of them wear glasses, and they tend to be more socially awkward than anyone else. I'm surprised these kids are even taking a break to eat lunch instead of being buried inside of a book.
Well, to your left, we have the athletes. Everyone who sits there is at the top of their sports team. They excel at physical activity. Most of the kids there are never home. They're always traveling to take their sports to the next level. These kids almost never miss a shot in basketball. I'm surprised these kids even have time to do any schoolwork.
And straight ahead, we have the outsiders. The kids who don't seem to belong anywhere, and nobody seems to want to hang out with them. They seem to do no clubs and barely care about their grades. They're very hard to approach and are constantly sending a shield on your spine, no matter what they do. I avoid eye contact at this table at all costs.
So,
where do we
belong? Well, we're normal. Normal is very interesting. It is everything you have heard so far, and yet it is nothing that you've heard so far. We're pieces of all the stereotypes wrapped into one like a giant California roll. In my group, everyone does anything. Certain people play sports, and certain people are nerds. Everyone belongs here, but at the same time, we don't. Normal is like an illusion. You can look at us like your everyday Joe, or you can look at us for what we're good at. The one thing you need to remember is that we're a group, even though it seems very unlikely.
The stereotypes we were talking about also follow us in the classroom. So, as an example, here's my story. I'm in math class. I excel at this class, but yet I'm just normal. The teacher asks out, does anyone have the answers to the homework? Nobody raises their hands, but yet inside, I know that I have the answers. I know that I can do it. Just in a small part of me, I'm hoping that the teacher will call on me. I'm hoping that I'm allowed to stand up and explain my answers. Sadly, the teacher falls in her failsafe. She calls him the nerd. He says his answer, and we carry on with our day. Even though this seems like nothing, this can completely change a person's day. All because of how teachers refer to their stereotypes.
I've also seen these stereotypes follow me to the gym room. The gym teacher turns into the coach and picks the athletes as the captains. The captains take turns picking everyone else. The captains pick athletes and more athletes and more athletes. What everyone doesn't know is that I've had 2 years of basketball experience. Surely that should put me at some type of advantage of getting picked on the team sooner. It doesn't. I get picked after all the athletes are picked before the nerds and outsiders. The question that runs through my head is, why did I not get picked sooner? Do they know I have more experience than some of the other athletes?
So, we have definitely been victims of the stereotypes in school. Yet, at the same time, we need to think that we've been perpetrating the stereotypes. So, let's give an example. Let's talk about Nick, one of the members in our group. The first time I saw Nick, he looked like an athlete. He was tall, and he looked like he wouldn't be a part of the group I'm in. It took me months to work up the courage to talk to him. When I finally did, he was nothing like I thought him to be. He loved to play video games and didn't play a single sport. Because of stereotypes, I nearly missed out on a friendship which I still cherish today. I almost missed it all because the first ever glance that I had at Nick.
I'm guilty of stereotyping too. I have a close friend named Cameron. At a first glance, I thought he was a beast. He was athletic, he towered over me. And he was huge. I mean, he had to be amazing at sports. I was scared to talk to him at first because he was so tall. My stereotyping got the best of me. But then I finally started talking to him, finding out he does do sports, but he isn't a beast. He's a marshmallow and isn't that tough. He's not like that. He also gets great grades. And now because I talked to him, he is one of my best friends.
Within these stories, there's one message. Just dig deeper. Everyone might look like a stereotype, but if we stop stereotyping, we start asking about the people, we can open up so many more opportunities to get to know each other. And maybe it can be someone just like you.
People see us as the normal kids. But we're more than that. Under the labels, we're a little bit of everything.
Scholar. I won a $1,000 scholarship at the age of 10.
Athlete. I played 2 years of basketball and I snowboard.
Chef. In my spare time, I enjoy to cook with my family.
Public speaker. I got a first place rating at level 2 forensics competition.
Athlete. I've played every sport, and I bike 14 miles a day.
Hunter. I passed hunter safety at the age of 11 and I enjoy to hunt.
Marksman. I play airsoft on the weekends. I'm a marksman with a gun.
Musician. I play the viola in the school orchestra. I also enjoy playing the ukulele and guitar.
Now, why don't you try and describe yourself in one word?
It's harder than you think.
That's what a stereotype is. Remember this the next time you describe somebody else with one word.